Welcome, guys, to the next episode of the Ultra Podcast. I'm joined with, once again...
Yeah. I don't know if there'll ever be a podcast episode without me, but who knows? Who knows?
Disclaimer, this is not an April Fool's joke.
Wait, it was just very bad timing, because so Nintendo didn't make the Switch to that April Fools.
Yeah. So, want to start?
Yeah, we have no one else here today.
Not like last episode.
Not
That was just a special occasion. Maybe once every now and then we'll get someone
because
on.
we tried to have people on the podcast that actually up yours. yeah.
Disclaimer: that video was filmed in That episode was filmed in November, so.
Okay, what shall we begin with? Yeah, miscellaneous stuff, specs, first party titles. Also, we just do.
Is it officially called the Switch 2, or is it?
Yeah, it's officially called the Switch 2.
Okay. Doesn't that is the dumbest name possible?
They don't want another Wii U situation.
That's what I mean. Name is something different, not the Switch 2.
The Wii U failed because people thought it was
Just don't name it anything to do with the Switch.
So you got the Switch. Does it to say that the Switch 2? Say that doesn't just use like a more redefined Switch.
Fair point, but they're not going to be like PlayStation and Xbox, where they are just going to now be the Nintendo Switch, and then just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You know PlayStation did that, right? PS1, PS2, PS3.
I said not like PlayStation and Xbox.
Well, you're expecting the next PlayStation console to be the Nintendo, not the Nintendo, the PlayStation 52.
You are literally not understanding what I just said.
Yeah, I am not.
Which I said that our Nintendo going to be like PlayStation and Xbox nowadays, or just PlayStation nowadays, where they're doing Switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or whatever.
I don't know. Maybe they'll do another than that. It's because the Switch 1 did well.
Let's just get into the predictions.
Prediction, it sells well. Shut up about the GameCube didn't sell well. Then the Wii, you forgot about the the N64, SNES and NES, with two of them sold.
Sans.
Not very funny. Like I said, so we begin with miscellaneous stuff, specs, first parties, or should we just do it
Let's
in any
end
order?
with first parties.
Yeah.
Or let's just do it in any order.
Yeah, just do it in any order.
So, Mario Kart 9 on release day. So,
Yeah.
I'd like to see that because I've been playing and watching a fair bit of Mario Kart nowadays. But so,
I play a bit of it every now and then. Just Mario Kart isn't very much of a game to just hop on. It's a game of I have friends over.
yeah, well, they haven't. There's not like this will all change tomorrow, but they haven't announced much games which would really be a good launch title.
Some YouTubers are saying ZA will be a launch title.
I don't see that happening.
Fair. Yeah, 2026.
I say if the Switch 2 releases in June or July, ZA will release in November.
Well, let's bring it up. Yeah, what are we thinking about ZA and Metroid Prime 4?
What I think about ZA is I don't really understand it because the starters are Chikorita Tepig, and Totodile.
I'm done about the idea if it's a be a Switch one.
Yeah.
Switch
Just
two
this is
title.
just one thing, and now that's your point. Why didn't they not just go for Chikorita, Totodile, and Cyndaquil? They are the free Gen 2 starters. They already have 2 of the free. Why not just go for all 3 of them? So, that doesn't make any sense to me, but I guess there's a reason behind it. Don't know what the reason behind it would be, but maybe there's, like in the story, there might be something to do with that, so, yeah. And that into what you were saying was, I think if they're wanting more money, they will put ZA on both the Switch 1 and 2.
Breath of the Wild situation. Are we?
Not just that, it's because the Switch, your most popular console of all time, it's the predecessor just came out. I'm pretty sure that's the word I would actually know. Predecessor just come out. You're still releasing games for the Switch. It would make sense to make the next big Pokemon game one of your highest selling franchises to be on the Switch and Switch 2.
I feel if you're, wanting to make your new console sell well, on the other hand,
You make it a Switch 2 exclusive.
Yeah. Thought about Prime 4 too. I think
Prime 4, in the initial trailer from the Direct like a year ago looked like it wasn't filmed on the Switch, I'm pretty sure. So
I'm gonna say this for all these people. It's just YouTube Prime Remastered, which is a beautiful looking game.
I say Prime 4 will release a year after the Switch 2 launches.
It's set for 2025.
Even I don't know at the time. I don't pay attention to that game, so I don't know.
There's more.
I say it's going to be delayed until 2026, and it's going to be a Switch 2 exclusive.
I have multiple arguments for both sides. On one hand, it was announced as a Switch game.
So was ZA.
Does ZA have a Yet-to-Your page on the Switch eShop?
Probably. I think I saw one a while ago. Maybe. I don't know.
The fourth one then. What was my other argument?
Oh yeah.
On the other hand, if it's a Switch 1 title, at what point could they show more gameplay off if it's a Switch 1 title? Because
why would they not have shown us more in the last Direct?
Why would they show us a Switch 1 game on the Switch 2 Direct?
Here's just addressing the elephant in the room for ZA. The Amazon date they released.
Was that August?
It was like August 15th or something like that.
Something like that.
Do you think that'll be the official launch for ZA? I honestly don't think that'll be the case, because if it was, Pokemon would have come out and said, sorry, this is they would have came out and said something. Amazon might have just made a mistake.
My thing is, it's very specific to just be false.
What I'm thinking is that they had went to put the date August 15th, 2025 on an item on their website, but accidentally put it on the wrong item.
Who knows, since Elon Musk is and anyway,
Because if it was released in August, they wouldn't have put late 2025 in the Pokemon Day ZA bit. They would have said August 15th, because that was when everyone had already been talking about it.
August is the gate enough into the year.
No, I'm not saying that is not late 2025. I'm saying that they would have said that it is that day, that was on the Amazon site, that everyone knows about.
Maybe they expecting it to be done by that date, but it's subject to change. Let's go with that. That's how we end this topic off.
So,
let's talk hardware specs. So what about the C button? So, if
I've not heard about this
Okay.
rumor. I think I've heard it from you once, but I don't know what.
I told you I'd bring it up here. So, in the trailer there was revealed that there will be this thing called a C button. We still don't know what it is used for, but it will be where the screenshot. The screenshot thing on the other side next to the home button.
Okay. I say that if they're trying to keep competitive in the console market,
They're not.
yeah. But if you let me finish what I'm saying, if they're wanting to make people upgrade from the Switch to the Switch 2, and not just keep their Switch and when all the games stop being made, upgrade.
You just said the words Switch to the Switch 2.
You know what I mean.
I know.
Switch to the Switch 2.
I know. It was just a very funny. Funny.
That is why they should have not made the name the Switch 2.
Well, they're gonna call it the Switch.
Okay. But I was saying, what was I saying?
What were we talking about?
If they were wanting more people to upgrade on launch day, they will make it like, I'm pretty sure it was already announced, it's going to be fully compatible with Switch 1 games.
Yeah.
They will also make it docked 4K.
Mm-hmm.
And non-docked 1040p. OLED.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Apparently, it's gonna have the same amount of specs as the PS4.
So
Xbox One.
I fully know what that entails, because all my videos are filmed on through the PS4.
It's not gonna be as good as the PS5 or PC or Xbox. Yeah. It's
if they're to make them still behind, but not push the price to like £500. They'd make in the same specs as the PS4 Pro, which is like 4K, but not when it's docked.
Yeah.
And docked PS4 Pro specs, that is what I'd like it to be. Undocked, I'd like it to be regular PS4 specs. That would satisfy me, because they'd still be behind on the specs side of things, but not too far behind. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about games.
So personally, I would cry if I see this happen tomorrow.
I would love do it like that. This wouldn't be in the direct because it would just be a small game like a port to the Switch 2. I'd like to see the Pokemon trading card game live on the Switch 2.
Wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it's gonna happen, but if I'd have one game from anything ported onto the Switch 2, it would be trading card game live. Because they can just use the PC version, because they already have a screen wide version of it already, so don't see why they wouldn't.
So yeah, Zed's is supposed to have PS4, because I don't see why they would not port FF7 Remake. Probably not Rebirth.
They wouldn't do Rebirth because Rebirth is PS5 only.
It is PS5 only.
And if they're doing PS4 specs, they wouldn't be able to run Rebirth unless it's one of those games which it has to be docked. If they go for PS4 undocked, PS4 Pro docked.
They'd probably make Rebirth a cloud version.
They would do a cloud version, docked only, probably.
I just realised I'm using yet a yellow piece as yet a mini microphone.
Don't know why, but
you can't say it because, but I'm just, I think you can't hear what.
I'd also like to see, this isn't on, don't have these games on the Switch, because what would you compare the Switch's specs to, PlayStation or Xbox? PS3, maybe?
I'd say in between the PS3 and the PS4.
Okay. I'd like to see Call of Duty be ported onto the Switch too. I don't see why they don't already have it on the Switch 1.
Yeah.
Because if the specs are there.
It can run the new Doom games.
And they can run the new Doom games. The PS3 of all consoles can run. The PS3 can run a fair bit of Call of Duty consoles.
It can run Skyrim. So
yeah. It can run the Switch or the PS3?
The Switch.
Yeah. It can run Skyrim. The PS3 can run a lot of Call of Duty's The Last of Us. And the Switch is a bit better spec'd than the PS3. So I don't see why a Call of Duty game is not on the Switch. Oh yeah. Don't know why I'm going to bring this up, but our friend thinks playing Skyrim blindfolded is easier than making a single folder on a website.
Oh yeah, but you're on about this.
Yeah.
You're on about this.
Don't understand how, but he's weird.
Okay, I'm keeping up the minifigure microphone. You can't stop me. You think Halo's gonna be coming? Yeah, I know it's coming to the PS5.
I say they will. Which ones are coming to the PS5?
I think that's on about the Master Chief Collection.
I would say probably. This is going a bit off topic, but I see Xbox creating a new Master Chief Collection with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 Halo Wars 1 and 2.
Yeah, I feel
and releasing that, and then putting the old one, Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, on
the Switch.
The Switch 2 and the PS5. So people with Xbox can have the new Master Chief Collection, and the people with all the other consoles get the older one, but it still runs 4 games.
I feel the Switch could very easily run the Halo Wars games.
Yeah, I say they should get Halo Wars 1 and 2 if they don't get the Master Chief Collection.
As much as fans will be outraged, come on, we want real Halo, not Halo Wars, because it's very hated, isn't it? Yeah.
I think I've never played it, but I'm pretty sure it's hated in the scene. I haven't played Halo in years.
You think we're gonna be in GTA 6?
No.
Yeah, no.
I seen them bringing... Isn't GTA 5 already? Or no, I'm thinking in the San Andreas collection. I seen them upscaling, or not upscaling, downscaling GTA 5 to Switch 2.
Well, everyone else gets that's GTA 6. If GTA 6 isn't coming to PC, how is it gonna come?
It is not going to Switch if it's not going to PC.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, here's a bit off topic, but it's still to do with stuff to do with Nintendo.
Switch 2.
It's stuff to do with Nintendo
itself.
Or something that's published by Nintendo is to do with that. It's to do with the state of the Pokemon card game now.
I thought Bio was about to say state of play.
No. The state of the Pokemon card game is so bad right now, or the time of recording might have dimmed down by this release. We're filming this on, March 15th?
Yes, it's March 15th today.
And in 2 days, Prismatic Evolutions has been out for 2 months. And I have only seen it once.
You saw it?
And that was in a tournament I was at. People were opening packs of Prismatic Evolutions, trying to get in that Umbreon, which goes for £1,500 raw, and I saw this on eBay. It was a printed image of the card, was going for £500.
Those counts as our off-topic sets, by the way, so...
So, I don't see this any better with the release of Journey Together, which I don't see being a very collectible set, so I don't see that spiking in value like Prismatic did, or has. But I see them just not being on store shelves for the first month or two.
But since we're still on here, I want to say how pretty outdated the last podcast will be, and this one tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow of the day of the.
We went on a rant for 5 minutes about how I was close to surpassing you in subscribers. Yeah. T's now 200 subscribers ahead of me. I'm very close.
And right after we filmed that, you did surpass me.
I did
for like a month and a half. It was like a month and a half. You surpassed me, and then I just uploaded the
Dame
Collection video for December, and I just skyrocketed like 200 subs in like a month.
It's very annoying because I'm not gonna toot my own horn here.
It's a rubbish video.
But I try much more than he does.
Yeah.
Video wise. If you're not subscribed and you're watching this, do it. That could go for both of us, by the way. Yeah.
Back on topic. How do we game into this? But let's do that at the end. I'll try to figure out what.
Yeah, we're not doing like a podcast episode 1 situation where like 90% of it was a
game.
Yeah.
I have thought in a game. Let's do it a quick. We do back and forth, and this is gonna go for every episode after this. And we're gonna alternate, so I'm gonna give you it, and then you give me one in that episode, so on and so forth. It is, I think of a game in my collection, and you need to try guess it in 10 questions or less. And if you get it right, you get a point. If you don't, you don't.
We get a hint if we haven't really.
If you're behind on points going into an episode and it's your turn to guess, you get a hint. But seeing as this is just the start, you get a hint on this one, and I get a hint on the next episode. Okay? I have my game.
Yeah, let's do this at the end.
No, let's just do this in the middle as a wee...
as a wee...
Like, because I've already fought in the game. Yeah. Your hint is, it is a PlayStation exclusive.
Does it feature cars?
No.
Does it have a yellow game on the Nintendo Switch?
You already got it. 150 hit.
That was easy.
Yeah. I just was looking at my questions.
Can I do one on my Jackson?
Sure. Let's do one. We both do one each episode.
Let me think. What teams do I have on Michael Jackson?
But you only get a point if the other person doesn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So say I get this one, none of us get a point. It's still 0-0.
I have two hints for you. One, I have this game digitally. Two, Wacko Wacko.
Wacko.
It's on the screen for you guys, by the way.
It's a Switch game.
It is on the Switch.
Do you have
I don't have it on it.
Okay, so do you have it on PlayStation?
Yes. I just won't count for you, by the way. This might be a bit of a hard one.
Ape Escape.
No.
So isn't that free?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's to see how much attempts it takes.
Yeah.
It is a remake.
Remake. Donkey Kong... No.
Oh, don't!
I was gonna say Donkey Kong Country Returns, but I was like, oh yeah, that's...
There's multiple things wrong with that one. Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's a remaster.
It's a remake.
No, yeah.
Do you have the original one on the Switch and the remake on the PS4?
I do not, because it is a PS1 game.
It could have been what I thought it was, but no.
What did you think it was? It doesn't count as a guess.
This isn't a guess, but I thought it was Final Fantasy 7 because you have the original one on the Switch and the remakes on the PS5.
Oh, I didn't catch on to that. No.
Yeah.
It is a very well-known...
Look at that. Is it a Five Nights at Freddy's game?
remake.
Oh yeah, remake. What am I doing? No, I just... What is it?
It's in Smash Bros.
No more hints, I don't want anymore. Is it a game I've played?
You probably played the original one, kinda.
I've played the original one.
No, it's from a pre-established series. It was originally from the arcades. You might have played the arcades one. This is taken way much younger than it's been.
Yeah.
I don't even think you know about this game.
You need to do one which I've heard of.
Yeah, you'd probably just stop it there.
No, I have two more questions and then I do the guess. Is it...
Nom.
Is it a Peggy 12?
It is a platformer.
So I need to make my guess because I got one more clue, and you never actually answer.
It's not.
Okay.
Could not think of a Peggy 12 platform if it kills
I
me.
don't. I had said, is it a Peggy 12 before you said platformer? So. Can I have one more question?
Yes.
Is it 3D?
Yes.
Sonic Forces? I don't know. I'm just guessing games.
It is Pac-Man World V-Pac.
I don't think I have played Pac-Man, actually.
You haven't played Pac-Man? No,
I don't think I have. Alright, I've played the mobile.
By the way, I think we are extending today's episode, so we don't have 10 minutes yet.
I have played the mobile game, but that's it.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's fine you talk about first-party titles.
We kind of have already. But
Yeah, new ones. Then the Kirby Planet Robobots will be a Switch 1 or 2.
I don't know, but I have some. Do you think that they will release a new 3D Mario game on release day?
I wouldn't go release day because they probably would have announced it yet.
The thing is, they would announce it tomorrow at the actual Switch 2 Direct.
Mm-hmm.
So, I say either Mario Odyssey 2 or a new gimmick like Mario Odyssey.
Gimmick. Jesus become.
I never said what the gimmick would be.
Mario Multiverse game would be kind of cool.
Do you know what would actually? I think they've done this already, or they definitely have. But a new one would be cool. I think they released it like a year or two ago, but I don't know if that's a mini game or
just say
a real game. Like what they did was with Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, but it's a platformer that's your Peach.
They made Princess Peach Soul Time.
That is exactly what I was thinking about. I was like, I don't know if it was a mini game, video game, or a platformer, but
And plus, I think that might,
Waluigi game, 2026.
Waluigi game, we've been waiting since the 90s when now we're not getting one. Oh, please make me be Vaughn with that. Please. So anyway, yeah, I think about it and then I realize. We are getting so guys. Sorry.
What were you saying?
So I saw a post saying they're planning to make a Mario Wonder 2. Your thoughts on that?
I've only played Wonder for
Just like 5 minutes.
yeah, that's like 5 minutes. So you should be really the one who's answering that question, not me.
It's the thing was like I was very confused. Like, Becky, they're making a sequel to Mario Wonder. Then I realized something. Every single 2D Mario has had a sequel. Think about it.
Mario, Super Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros 2, Super Mario Bros 3, the Super Mario Bros and the Super Mario Bros 2, the Super Mario Bros Wii, is it?
You're forgetting the pretty big one. You're forgetting a pretty big Mario game.
2D.
Ta da 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 da.
Oh, wait. I remember. I just forget what it's called.
You'll see.
Yeah, Mario World. What am I doing? Wait, what's the sequel of Mario World?
You'll see Science.
Oh, yeah. What's the sequel of that game?
There's like 50 Yossi games. And like even like Mario Land has 2 sequels.
Yeah. I say for like you said, maybe actually a new 2D Mario game and a 3D Mario game. 2D Mario game on launch day. 3D Mario game, if it comes out in like August or something, like I said, November-ish. So
I didn't say no to the Mario game.
know what I mean.
Because it's set for 2027, so
What?
Mario 1 to 2.
No 2D Mario game.
I just like absolutely teamed Mario Bros 1 to 2 being revealed, and it doesn't actually exist. It's enough. Anyway, what else is there to talk about?
How would you feel about Tears in the Kingdom new game, like a new Breath of the Wild Tears in the Kingdom type game?
I'd say that's like absolutely milking it at that point. Yeah, I'm gonna be entirely honest.
Yeah, well, I think they're trying to make a whole story out of that world.
I've heard from Twitter, yes. It's not the most reliable.
Neither is anything, really.
Nintendo does not want to make another one.
Okay. They would earn a lot of money from it, but nah, like you said, it's just milking it at that point.
Just, where else would they go with it? Because we thought and Tears of the Kingdom we went up into the clouds and down under the underground, so there isn't very much else to go with. Without turning it into, I don't know, a sci-fi story. Zelda goes to space! That probably would happen.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Maybe like a CGI game. Who knows? One of the C.
So, isn't there any other things you'd like to talk about on this episode?
I think we might still be able to go for your little bits.
Gen 10!
Gen 10.
I say Gen 10 will release twice 7, early 27 maybe.
27 soon.
Spring 27. Generation 10. No, late 26 actually, because that will be the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. And I say it'll be a compilation of generations 1 and 2, and then DLC 3 and 4.
I say they just make a new game. If they were to make a new game, what would you want it to be, and
where would I want it based around?
And what do you want it to be called? That's okay. Not hot and cold. Then any other colours in the?
I don't think they've based a game off of America yet, because they've done. I'm surprised they haven't, because I think they've done Japan 4 times.
Yeah, no way.
They've done. Or do you count Hawaii as America?
It's a state.
I know, but I'm more meaning mainland America. They've done Hawaii and Alola. They've done the UK and Galar.
They did the
based literally Sword and Shield is based off of the UK.
Okay.
They've done like Spain a couple times, I think.
Okay.
No, they've done Spain once in Paldea. I'm pretty sure. It's either Spain or Portugal.
That's what is that?
The Gen 9.
Okay.
They've done France once in Gen 6 X and Y Lumiose is Paris, basically. I can't think.
ZA is Cité de Paris.
ZA is Paris. ZA is based in Lumiose, which is Pokemon's equivalent of Paris.
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
What names?
I say, I'd actually like to see one based on the Middle East.
McDonald's, KFC.
I'd like to see one based off, like, Qatar or something.
Qatar. I was about to say, if it's American, we have replaced all Pokemon centers with McDonald's. We have replaced Snorlax with queso.
No, I was gonna say something.
The main setting is in Ohio.
Okay, but I'd like to see one based off in the Middle East, like Saudi, Qatar, places like that.
Is that racist? Was that just a bit racist?
So I'd like to see that, and I probably gun.
Brilliant gun.
It would have fitted in Gen 8 because they have Sword and Shield. Gun. There was actually a video I saw which was cancel Pokemon games. Gun.
I feel
I don't actually know what they would call it if it was based in the Middle East.
I feel that they've yet done every single color at this point.
If Pokemon's wanting money, which they do, they would make a Gens 1 and 2 and then have DLC for Gens 3 and 4.
Prediction: Pokemon goes on.
Because
that's
what I'm saying is, if you let me finish speaking, because if you want to play like Red and Blue, like the original Gen 1 Kanto games, and not like Yellow, like the Let's Go games, you'd have to go all the way back to 2004 in Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Okay.
And Gen 2, you'd have to go back to Heart Gold, Soul Silver, which was like 2008 or 9.
Anyway, we this Pokemon setting has been very long. So yeah, we have a game announced for the Switch too. We do.
Mario Kart 9. Rumor that's right.
A third-party game.
Oh.
Guess the game. It's Power Wash Simulator 2.
Yeah. Was not in the announcement video saying Switch 2? Not say it on the announcement video, or
It according to Nintendo Worlds or something.
so
Yeah, I don't know.
there's. What else would you like to see on it? And to answer your question, I don't see Pokemon coming to Xbox.
Yes, it's so.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, I like to see it because I could play it on the big screen on my Xbox Series X, but I don't see it ever happening. At least for not another 20 years or so. Unless Xbox buys out Game Freak, which is is quite likely because they buy out basically everything nowadays.
I predict that with the FF7 remakes, 15 and 16 will be coming to the console. Maybe not 16.
Yeah, I was about to say I wouldn't go not far to and say 16 because 16 is PS5 exclusive element.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Let's do another guess the game. We both do another.
I feel this is just
no, let's do it if Let's do. Wait, I'm just thinking of something. I know you got the point this time, but from now on, if there's no points on it, we just run it again until someone gets a point.
Okay.
Let's redo the one from earlier because you gave me a game that I basically did not know.
I gave you Pac-Man balls. Let me see.
No, I'll go first. No hints this time.
Nah, you still have hints. That was the only way you survived.
I still didn't get it from hints.
Still.
Let's do no other hints than the first hint.
Okay.
And it has to be yes or no questions.
Okay.
I have it on the PS4.
Wow.
It has to be hints like that. It has to be very vague.
Game.
No.
What games do you have on PS4? Sports game.
No.
Yaddle game.
No.
Minecraft.
No.
Kinsa
Yes.
I was sitting down with my headset. He wouldn't. He played 5 seconds of one.
What's my hint?
Yours is easy because you can just sit and go here. I have to yet think of it in my head.
Yeah, but I don't have any visual indicators.
Weapon.
Fighting game.
Not particularly.
I was more meaning like shooter.
Yeah.
Okay. Metroid game.
Yes.
Metroid Prime Remastered.
No.
Metroid Prime DS or whatever it's called.
No.
Hunters.
No.
Metroid Dread.
Yes.
We have to run it back.
I'm
sorry guys.
I stopped.
Okay, I have my next one.
Yeah, let's just continue the conversation.
No, we have to run it until someone gets a point. That's how it works.
We did.
It was a tie.
Okay.
So, no hints this time. If there's a tie, we don't do hints. That is not a hint, by the way.
that is not the hint. Okay, you just really hate me. He went and started pretending punting me.
Yeah, because I have visual indicators of how many guesses he's done through just my hands. Because we have 10 guesses. And I was just like, I had my fists up because he hasn't done any guesses, so I just was like, punch. Don't know why. Okay, go. That's first question.
You're gonna give me a hint?
No, I said if there's a tie, no hints.
Racing game.
No.
PS4 game.
No.
Xbox.
Yes.
Dragon Ball.
No.
Star Wars Outlaws.
No.
Sans yet.
No.
Let's see, what other games do you have? Immortals of Avium.
No.
Immortals Phoenix Rising.
No.
Survivor.
No.
FC.
No, you have one more guess.
Do you have a digity?
No. You have to take a guess this time. Yeah, have technically done 11
Sus.
questions, but I'll let it slide.
I mean sus.
I'll let it slide.
Another one.
I was saying this, it is not on my display. Or, yeah, I already know that. It's a...
Gotham Knights.
Wrong. It was Halo 4.
You're fun. I was just in Xbox One Series X.
Never said what... You never asked what console it was on.
Okay, let's actually talk now.
No, I need to...
Sus. This is a Switch 2 prediction
Okay,
video.
let's just say I get the point there.
So. So what do you think the presentation is going to
What
be?
do you think the price will be for it?
I think $4.99 maybe.
Only £4.99. That would be cheap.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. The Switch was $2.99. Well,
The
that's
OLED was like
that wasn't all yours. That wasn't all yours.
Okay.
So I think I might go.
I'd say $560 or $559.99. $599.99.
I'll go 400 here.
Flat 400 for Hundo.
$3.99.
Okay.
How do you think the direct will be styled? Yeah.
I have one more game
Oh.
prediction.
Okay.
The
Oh yeah. What were you gonna say?
Space Marine 1, like not Space Marine 2,
No.
the new one, but the older one on Switch 2.
Yeah. I have a big one, but I'll save. What do you think the direct will be style wise? Do you think it'll focus more on?
I think it'll focus more on specs.
Yes. Yeah, I think half.
I think it'll be a half-hour long direct.
Seriously, 45 minutes.
Okay. Hour, let's say, just because it's a
Yeah,
available
it's
enough in the console.
a bit.
So I say half an hour of like the specs, hardware, price, and all of that stuff. Of like describing like what the resolution is, what the C button is, and then the other half an hour will be for new games that are gonna get additional upscaling for Switch 2.
About upscaling, a lot of people are saying if Breath of the Wild's remaster. But why
That would be a third console in a row if it's been on.
why would we need that if because it's
Not a remaster, but I think it would get an upscaling. Because it's really a Wii U game.
That's basically the same game between both consoles. Too.
Yeah, I know. So it's technically a Wii U game.
What am I?
I'd like to see they do something really different for Mario Kart 9.
They are famous for the new art style and stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to see them do re-add something that was in Mario Kart Wii.
Well, the fake item box.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It would be so chaotic. And also,
make it out of your like an actual item box.
make a custom track maker.
That's just my own thoughts, yeah. I'm certain.
But it's like Mario Maker, but for Mario Kart tracks.
I don't know, I'm bored. Let's talk Smash. What are we thinking? Is it going to be a new game?
How
Is it
do
gonna...
they upgrade from Ultimate?
How do they? Exactly, I said it's technically yes, you're tech. It's impossible to have another game with all of the features. So
how do you feel about the Nintendo award points going away for the release of the Switch 2?
I don't really care. No, let's continue on. What are we gonna do with they do Smash Bros? So other people are saying just a port or your re-release of Ultimate with new characters.
Who did they add?
Who did they add? They have 90 people. Yeah, they could add Xeno finally. That's not a me costume. Cast Bandicoot, I would love to see that. I don't know, one of the 10-9 reps.
Okay.
Who would you want that to be?
What all the fans would want it to be is probably Iono, but
Jag kan answer your Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Introducing the next Pokemon character, Guy.
You never said
Yeah,
Pokemon. You just said Pokemon Rap.
no one picks Pokemon Trainer because they like how Pokemon Trainer works. They pick Pokemon Trainer so they can beat Sephiroth up with Ivysaur. And P2.
I say, depending on when they release, it might be a Gen 10 one. Because I say they don't. My prediction is that they won't release another. They'll have Smash Ultimate on. It's like because it's a Switch game. It'll be on Switch too.
Try to pass the Switch to exclusive.
If you would let me speak.
Let's go with that.
But they won't release like a remaster or a new DLC thing pass for another year or two afterwards. So
Okay, since if they do a Wave 3, Volume 3, whatever, of the Smash 2 DLC pack. Smash 2? What? Smash 2! We're getting more Melee stuff if you want. So, of course, we need to start with a random Fire Emblem character. That one from Engage. Cass Banuka. Who? That's Kazakiyo's reference. It's my boy Cass. Random Pokemon.
yeah.
Or Iono.
Or both.
I don't know. The car from Yantiusmo.
I say we just end it here.
I still have a couple more things to go with. No.
Okay, so
Yeah. Conversation. Let's talk.
oh yeah, this isn't anything to do with the Switch 2, but like, I used to be the Fortnite guy.
Yeah.
Like I said, like we said earlier, this is the 15th of March, the time of recording. Time of recording, Max Verstappen has played Fortnite more recently than I have. How crazy is that?
That meme has probably been dead way too long. But.
Yeah. I think it was big when the last F1 season started.
Well, when we recorded the last podcast video in November.
It was big.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's talk about the screenshot button and how, if they updated it, it would be...
Yeah, and they should really...
So, like, actively good for
They should make you be able to record hour-long videos or something like that.
Because, if you don't know, I'm making the new Mario 64 series. It was very hard because I'm using,
the Switch.
something that, Nintendo would not approve on. Yes, yeah, say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it would be so much easier because that also means I can do, like, Odyssey content.
I would love to do Odyssey
Odyssey
videos.
content. I can actually begin my Mario Wonder series and not have an unfinished video.
I love to do a new Mario Kart series.
Yeah, we can
Screen recorded.
pretty fun. I'm not sure if we decided or not, but we might have the Yeti Mario Kart in the background of this episode.
Yeah,
itself.
we don't know, right? Yeah.
Both of us are Nintendo fans, few and few.
You're
I'm
one,
much
but
of a bigger one.
I'm still into it.
We all benefit.
Yeah, we both benefit.
Both
from it.
benefits. Yeah, no, I would not be putting anything on the PS5 anymore.
Besides, if it's a PS5 exclusive.
Yeah.
Like, maybe an Astrobot series or something. Live streams you would still probably do on
maybe.
PS5. And if they don't let you live stream on the Switch too.
If they have Twitch on you, yeah, Xbox.
Yeah, sadly.
Just maybe if try to live stream on Xbox, it fails. Yeah, you also see I could do with that. Streaming would be awesome. We have just hit the hour mark, by the way. Yeah, I hope you're still here watching this younger podcast episode.
I hope you enjoy this new variation.
Yeah.
And not stick to like a certain time limit for a podcast episode. Because podcasts should just go on for as long as people are able to talk about the topic. So
this is a theme which I could probably go on for forever about.
So don't.
But yeah, there is the time and points for it. I'll probably in the coming days release up full thoughts on my channel about the direct. Yeah.
So
we won't be recording our reactions because we'll be
doing it in a place that we cannot record.
We'll be watching with friends.
Yeah.
Let's stay with that.
Probably anyway.
Probably with friends. Yeah. Anyway.
See you in the next one.
Yeah.
Peace.
And thanks for being here.
I hope you enjoyed the forum content. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.